Let's start a new module over here, or the new session over here. And in this session we are going to learn about the React navigation, and we'll be learning how to navigate from one screen to the another screen, like creating the bottom navigation and all of those stuff. So let us get started over here. For that, let me just go and create the new React project, or sorry, let us create the expo project over here. So for that, I will use a npx command over here, npx create dash the expo dash app over here. Npx create expo app, because I'll be using an expo app over here, and that will be of the, let's say, a navigator navigation demo over here, or the navigation app, or you can give any name depending on your requirement. But let me just choose as a navigation demo over here, and let us just hit enter over here. And that should create a new folder for us in this particular project, and it's installing it. So let's wait for this one to complete over here. And once the project has been created, we need to navigate to this particular let's open a integrated terminal over here. So we need to navigate to this particular directory over here. And first, what we'll do is we need to install the package over here. That will be of the React navigation package over here. So this is the URL. I will just go and add a new, let's just go and add a new file over here, and just call this one as readme.tmd file. So you can just go and take the link from here as well. And the next is, let's try to rearrange this one over here, so we can just go and look into both of this one. So let's try to rearrange this one over here, and I will just go and make this one a little bit smaller. And what we need to do is we need to go to the get started over here, and let's go and see the minimum requirement. So you should follow the minimum requirement over here, and we need to install this particular package first of all. So let's copy this one from here. So npm install the React navigations slash the native over here. Just go and paste it in your terminal over here. So that should install the that particular package over here, React native navigation. And let's go and take a look, and let's go down. We need to install a dependency, installing a dependency into a expo managed project. Since we are in the expo managed project, we also need to run this particular command to install the React native screen, and then the React native shape area context over here. So let's go back over here and let us install that one over here as well, and let us also add that one to our readme file over here, so you can take it from there as well. And we don't want to use this one, so we are not on the React native CLI project, so we will be using expo, so we are good to go. So let's go, and if you are using a native CLI, you have to follow this particular installation instruction. There are a couple of things that you need to do over here, but since we are using expo, so we don't have to do all of those. And now we are ready to use the navigation container. So we need to wrap the whole app with the navigation container. So that's, let's go back over to our app, and this is our whole this is our app, right? So what we need to do now is, from here we need to wrap this one with the navigation navigation container that's come from the React navigation slash the native over here. And once we have this, let's just go and we need to close this one as well over here. Let's try to arrange this one from here. And once we add this navigation, this is the setup that we need to do. We need to wrap our root app with the navigation container, so it can provide all of the necessary navigation props and all of the stuff for us throughout our application. And next we will be using the stack navigators. So this is there are a couple of the navigators that you can see: stack, native stack, drawers, bottom tabs, material bottom tabs, material top tabs, right? First we will look into the stack over here. So stack is the way that we navigate from one screen to the another. So I guess we will do that on the next lesson. In this lesson we set up our navigation over here, or the React navigation. So let's meet up in the next lesson. Till then, have a great day. Let us continue with our lesson over here, and the next step what we will do over here is we need to create a screen so we can navigate from one screen to the another screen over here. So for that, let's go over here and let's go and create the new folder over here, and let's just call this one as a screen screens. And inside this screen, let's just go and create the new file, and let's just call this one as a home screen dot the JSX file over here. And also let's go and create the new one that will be of, let's say, sctting setting screen screen dot the JSX file over here as well. And let us also add the one more that will be of, let's say, let's create a profile profile screen screen dot the JSX file. And once we have that, let's go to the home screen over here, and let's go and create the cons of the home screen over here. And what we need to do is we'll just return a simple view from here. So we'll just go and return a text home screen. And for now, let's just go and export this particular home screen from here, and we are good to go. So we need to import the text, right? So we need to import the text as well as view from the React Native over here. And since we are not creating a style, that should be fine. We are using an inline style, that should be fine. So let's just copy the whole content from here, and we need to do the same thing. So this will be for the profile screen over here. So this will be also a profile screen, and then profile screen as well. And let's go to the setting and then paste it over here, and let's have this one as sctting setting screen as well. This will be of a sctting setting screen, and this one as well will be of the sctting setting screen over here. So now we have a three screen that we need to use over here. And let's just close this one from here, and let's go back to our stack navigation. So stack navigator provides a way for your app to transition between the screens, where each screen is placed on top of each stack over here. So by default, the stack navigator is configured to have the familiar iOS and the Android look, right? So this looks like a similarity with the native Android and then the iOS navigation. So what we need to do is we need to install this particular package, npm install the React Native package over here. Let's go and run this particular command. So what we need to do is we need to open up the new terminal over here, and let's just go and paste that one over here, and let's go and add that one over here as well. So let's just go and add the command over here so you can take a look. So let's also look into the packages what we have installed already. So we have the install the React Navigation Native, and then we have the React Navigation stack as well installed, and then we have the React Native screen, safe area context, and then the React Native, and then the React version. So we are good to go once that has been installed, right? And you can also see then you need to install and configure the libraries that are required by the stack navigator. So we also need to install the what you call it as a library or the packages over here. So if you have an expo managed project, you in your project directory run this one. So I need to again install this particular npx expo install React Native gesture handler over here. So let's go to our terminal over here, again run that particular command. So I'll also go and put it over here so you can take it from here as well. And once we have installed that one, next is we are not on the React Native project, right? So we are not using a CLI project over here. We are using an Expo Manage project. And then we can import, we need to import the finally install a gesture React Native gesture handler. Add the following to at the top. So which means that in our app.js we need to copy, or we need to import this at the top of our application. So at the top of the file, before this import there should not be any import. So right, so that is what they have mentioned over here. And this can also crash the apps, right, in the production. So we need to make sure. Optionally, we can also install this one. So this is needed if you want to use the UI kit style animation for the header, right? So if you want to use all of this, if you have an Expo Manage project, and I guess that should be fine. So let's just go and just copy this one and install the package that is required. This is optional, but still let's just go and install it over here. So you can just take it from here as well. And we are not using the native CLI, so that should be fine. And now we can go and use the Stack Navigator, right? So we can now use a Stack Navigator over here. So let's go back to our app over here. And here what we will do over here is let's go and remove this particular view from here, or what we will do is let's just go and say create a new function over here that returns the component, and I'll call this one as the app NAVIGA app navigation over here. And currently we don't have that, so let's just go and close it directly over here. And on the top over here, let's go and create that particular function over here. So let's go and create the function app navigation that we have created over here, right? So let's just go and create the app navigation. And from here we need to return our, let's just go and remove this one. And before we can make use of the navigation or stack navigation, we need to import that one, right? So import import over here, and that will be of the it will be of the create the stack stack navigation navigator over here from the React Navigator stack over here. So once we have that, what we can do is we need to have the const of the, let's say, stack stack variable, and that is of the create the stack navigator. We need to call this particular function over here. Now we can make use of this stack over here. So let's go, and from here we need to return a stack.navigator, and let's close this one over here. And inside this we need to add the screen. So let's go and add the screen over here. That will be of the stack screen. And for this screen we need to provide the name as the home, and then we need to import the home screen over here. So once we have that, we got that one over here. And unless we have a 3 screen, right? So let's just add all of three screen over here. The second one will be of the settng setting, and then third one will be of the profile profile. And here we need to import the settng setting screen, and then we also need to import the profile profile screen over here. And we got, so now we can see we got the app bar as well, and then we got the home screen. So from here we need to navigate to the another screen from here, right? So from home screen we need to navigate to the another screen. I guess let us do that on the next lesson, since this is already a long video. So we also need to configure a lot of the properties in the 3 screens. So I guess we'll do that on the next lesson. Till then, have a great day. Now let us try to see how we can navigate from the home screen to the rest of the screen. So for that, let's go to our home screen over here. And in the home screen, in the constructor or this particular props over here, we can receive a props, and let us go and destruct this one, and we will receive a navigation over here. So this navigation is passed as a props from our configuration that we have done over here. Since we have added the stack navigator and then its screen, we have mentioned this particular home over here. And once we create a component, this component will receive a navigation props over here in this way. So we can make use of this one over here, and here we can add a button over here, simple button button over here from the React Native. And let's say we will say to title, go to the setting, right? And from here we want to go to the onPress, and whenever we call the onPress, we want to go make use of the navigate to the settings screen over here, right? And we will do the same thing in our settings screen. So let's go over here, and from the settings screen we want to go to we need to get this as a props. So let's add this one, and we will deconstruct it over here. Otherwise we have to make use props.theNavigator. Don't worry about all of these props, we will cover up once we are covering the how to write a different kind of function using the JavaScript. So that is the JavaScript things. It's not related to the how we do things in the React Native, right? So this is the basic of the JavaScript over here. We will cover up the JavaScript once we cover all of these React Native basic over here. So let's add this one. So we want to go to the profile profile over here, and navigation dot the navigate. So we want to navigate to the profile profile, and that is what we have defined over here, the name. So name should match with that particular route, so this will be used as a route name over here. So let us try to go over here, and let's try to go to the setting. Okay, so we got that error, so button is not imported. So what we have to do is, let's go over here, and we need to import that particular button over here, and also we need to import in our settings screen as well here. So once we have that, we are good to go. So let's go to the setting. So we are on the settings screen, right? So we can go to the profile. So now we are on the profile screen. So I can have a back button as well, and then I will go back to the home screen over here. So let's go and try it out in the iOS device. So you can go to the profile. Now we are on the setting. Now let's go to the profile, and we can come back from here, right? And that's working as expected. So we can now navigate from the one screen to the another screen. And next, what we will do over here is, let's go to our settings screen, and let us add one more button over here. And let's go and add the one more button, and let's try to arrange this one, or let's try to format this one. So I'll just go and set the go to, or let's say go back from here. Let's say go back, and from here I want to go back. So navigation, right? Navigation. And what I can do from here is, let's just remove this one dot the navigation dot, and from here we'll just make use of the go back from here, go back, and we need to call this particular function. And let us go and try it out. So we need to go to the setting, and now we can see we can go back from here as well. So instead of using the header back button, right, so we can also make use of the button to go back using the navigation dot the go back from here. And next, what we will learn from the profile screen is, let's go back over here, and let us add the button over here. So let's just go and copy this particular two button from here, and let's go to the profile over here, and let's just go and paste this one over here. So I need to close this one from here, right? And from here I'll just say to go to home over here, and from here we want to directly go to the home, right? So I guess we can just remove from, okay, so let's just keep it over here, and I want to directly go to the home over here. And I can also make use of the like the home, right? So navigator dot navigate to the home, And if I go to the setting over here, go to the profile, and now I have a go back to home, right? So I can go back to home and I got navigation property doesn't exist. Okay, sorry for that. I need to have this as a props over here. And let's go to the setting, go to the setting from here, go to the profile. So now I can go back from here. So now I'm back to this particular screen over here. And there is another way to do this one as well over here. And for that, let's go and create the new button over here, right? And let's go and add it over here. Let's try to rearrange this one. And we can also say go to home from here, or let's just say go to home, and then we can make use of another function that it provides, navigation dot, and it's pop to top over here. So there is another function which is pop to top over here. This pop to top will go or will take us back to the top of the route or top of the stack. So right, and the top of the stack currently, if you go and see, it's our home screen over here. So it should take back to that particular top of the stack over here. So let's go to the setting, go to the profile, and make use of the go to home from here, and it again takes us back to the top of the route stack over here. So I guess we will just make use of this one in the profile. I'll just make use of the pop to top over here, right? And that should be fine. Let's go and try it out in the iOS device. Go to the profile, and let's go home, pop to top. So now we are back to the main route over here. And I guess we have one more option that we can use before we do some summary over here. I'll just add one more button in the home screen over here. So let's just go and add the one more button to our home screen, and let's say go to setting, and this will be of the push over here. So push push, and here we can make use of the push. So instead of using a navigate, so I'll just say a push over here, and let's go to the setting, push over here. So this push will try to create a multiple. Okay, so let's so now we can, using a push, we can still navigate, right? So there is no issue. But let us try to understand, or let us take a summary when to use when. So in this summary, what we'll do is once we use the navigation dot the navigate, this will navigate to that particular stack route that we have mentioned, if it doesn't already exist in that particular stack. So if it exists, so it will take us to that particular stack. Otherwise, it will create the new stack for us over here. So it's just like if there is if it is going to check if there is a stack route already, it will just go and navigate there. If it doesn't exist, it's going to create a new route in that particular navigation stack over here. And the another one is the navigation dot the push over here. So this navigation dot push will every time push a new route, right? So it will it's not going to check that whether there exists a already route in that stack navigator, but it's trying to create a new route as many times as it can. So every time you call the push, it's going to create that the route stack for you, right? So and then this navigator navigation this particular props, we need to get it from the screen props over here. So screen props comes from whenever you have defined a stack dot the navigator over here, and then you have the stack dot the screen. So from here you can get that particular navigation or the navigator or navigation props over here. And also we learn about how to go back. So can this go back will take you back to the previous stack over here, and it is like pressing a back button in the Android, right? So if you have an Android device, once you press the back button, it's something similar over here. And if you go back to the profile screen, if you want to navigate to the the routes, you can just go and use the navigation.the-navigate, and it will take you to that particular stack navigation. But you can also make use of the pop to top if you want to go to the top of the route, right? So if you use the pop to top, you can go back to the existing screen in the stack, and that at that time you can also use the pop to the top over here. So this will go to the first screen in your stack. So first screen, whatever you have mentioned it over here. So I guess that's all for this lesson. It's quite long already. What you need to do is you need to go and read the documentation about the navigation, because this is a stack navigation. So it's quite important. You want to navigate from one screen to another screen in your app. So you need to make sure you understand how it works. Make sure to go and read the documentation about it. And there are other properties that you can use in the navigator as well as on the screen. So there are other screen options and all of those stuff. You need to go and check that one out. So let's meet up in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Let us continue with our lesson over here, and the next step, let us try to learn how we can pass the arguments, or how we can pass the parameter from one screen to the another. Let's say from once you are in the home screen, once you go to the settings screen, you want to pass some parameter over here, and you want to show that over here. So that is quite useful, like you are navigating from product screen to the product details screen, and you are passing some information over there, right? So that is really useful. So let's go over here to our home screen, and in this particular navigate, so navigation.navigate, this is the first parameter that we are passing to the navigate, and we can also pass in the second, that we can pass in the, let's say, object over here. We'll pass in the object of the, let's say this is of a name, and I'll also pass in the another, which is of the ID over here, which will be of a 1 over here, and the name is of the Jane over here. So once we have done this one, next thing is we'll go to our settings screen over here, and we need to get that one. So how do we get that one is there are a few ways. One, you can also use the hook that is provided from the navigation, React navigation. But since we are on this particular, we have the stack navigator, and we are using the settings screen as a screen over here, right? So this is the main screen over here. And since this is the main screen, what we can also do over here is you are getting the navigation as from the props from the React navigator. We can also get the another one, which is of the route, since this is a screen, right? This is the screen, so we can get the navigation and the route over here. So I can just go and say the const of the params params, which is of equals to the route.the params params over here. So now using this params, I can get access to my ID and then the name that is defined over here. So let's go to over here, and let's just go and add that particular text over here. Let's just go and add this one. This will be of the, let's say, ID over here, and this will be from what we need to do is we need to get it from the params, right? So that will be of the params params dot the ID over here. We want to get that one, and let's just go and set this one, and we'll also get the another one, which is of the name, right? So params dot the name over here, and let's try to reload this one over here, and we'll go to the setting, and now we get the ID and the gen that we are passing as the parameter from the home screen over here. And this is one way. So you can also go and deconstruct directly over here. So I can just go and deconstruct this particular params over here, which is of the ID and then the name over here. And also I can use that one directly over here without having to mention it as the params.the ID and then the params.the name. So I can use the deconstruction of this particular object that is from the JavaScript itself. And let's try to reload this one, and we'll go to the settings screen. Now we get the ID and then the ID, and this should be of the name over here. So that's cool, right? So now we can pass around the parameters from one screen to the another screen over here. And let us see how we can pass the initial let's try to see how we can pass the initial prompt. Let's go over here, and now instead of we have the navigation, we have the settings. So let's try to arrange this one properly over here so we can see it clearly, right? So we have this, and we have the setting, this is of the route from route name, and then we have the parameter over here. And let's go back to our app.js over here, and in the app.js, this is a component of the we are going to the component setting. So here I can also set the another option, which is of the initial prompts. So initial prompts, I'll also say the id of the one, and let's say I will say this one as the, or let's not set this on the this particular setting screen. I'll try to set this one on our profile screen, right? So we need to set that one on the profile screen. So I have to close this one over here, and let's do that on the profile screen. So let's try to set the initial prompts in our profile screen, and I'll just say id of the let's say id of it in, and then we have the name of the Richard over here. And now let's go back to our profile screen, and profile screen, we are navigating it from this particular screen over here, right? So let's go to the profile over here, and what we need to do is we need to get the route over here, and once we get the route, what we'll do is we'll get the final, or let's say a const, or not the final. So let's make this one as a const over here, and prompts equals to the route that the prompts over here. And now what we'll do is let's try to go and add that one over here. So we will just go and say this is of the id, and id will be of the params prompts dot the id over here, and this will be also the name, right? Name will be of the sorry, I need to have a color brace over here, and that will be of params prompts dot the name over here, right? And we need to put this one inside the color brace over here, parentheses. So let's try to go and see how it works over here. So let's try to reload over here, and we'll go to the setting, and from setting we'll go to the profile over here. So now we get that the default or the initial parameters that we are passing to that particular screen from the route itself, right? So this is the initial parameters that we are passing in. And now if I go back to the settings screen over here, and in the settings screen, let's try to pass in that particular configuration over here, and that will be of the name and then the id. So I'll just now pass in the id, and name will be of the Richard DEWAN, the one over here. And let's try to reload this one, and we'll go back from setting to the profile, and now we got that particular modified one. So this will override that particular what we have set up as the initial prompts over here. That will be overwritten from this particular screen over here. So if you are passing it from here, so that will be overridden over there. And you don't have to be specific that you have to just pass the two prompts over here. You can also pass another one, let's say age, which is of, let's say, of a 30 over here, and let's just close this one over here. And now I can go back to my profile screen, and I can just add one more that will be of the age that we are getting over here. And let's try to reload this one, and we'll go to the settings screen and then go to profile. And now we got the third which is of the, this should be of the not the name, so this should be of the age over here. So we got that one as well over here. And we will also try to see how we can pass the value from this particular this is of the profile screen. Once we go back to the home screen, we want to get some value back from that profile screen. So let's go to the profile screen, and let's try to pass in some the parameters over here. And here I'll just pass in the let's just go and say the value, right? And that will be of the let's say this is of the success success, and that success will be of the true over here. And then the MES message, we'll just try to send some message over here that will be we are good to go or something, right? So this is just a demo over here. So we are passing a success and then the message to the back to this particular home screen over here. So let's try to reload over here, and let's go to the setting and go to profile and go back to the home. And now in this particular home screen, we need to show that particular whatever we are passing from this particular profile screen. So let's go back to the home screen, and we will have to get the params as a route over here, the or the props that we are passing in. So we need the route over here because we need to access that particular params, right? And here params, I'll just go and say the route that the params over here, and let us try to see CUN as well console dot the log over here, and let's try to log the params over here, and let's try to go and see if we are able to go and see. Let's try to reload this one over here, and let's go back to the setting and then the profile, and then let's go back from here to the home, and we got that one. So right, the message we are good to go, and then the success each of the true. So now, which means that we are getting back that particular params over here. So now how do we display that one over here? So let's try to go and set this one over here. Here we'll not in the button, so let's try to do that in the text over here, and the text will be of the SUCCES success, and then I'll just go and say the param that the success over here, and then we have the next each of the message, right? So message message, and let's go and set it as the params dot the message over here, and we are good to go. So let's try to reload. Let us try to fix this. So what we'll do is I'll just go and check for the condition, nullable condition over here, and that should be fine. And let's try to reload this one, and now we see that we check the null condition over here and we don't get anything over here. And now if I just go to the setting, go to the profile and go back to the home, and now we got that one success, and then the message is over here. We got we are good to go over here as well. And then the success is not shown. That's because it's a boolean. So what we have to do is through a string over here, and now you can see that we got that one over here as well. And let us also try to pass the default value. So if that is of the null, so what we'll just go and say that if that each of the so we'll just say no value over here. And for this particular params, if this each of the null, then we'll just go and say no value pass from profile screen over here. So we'll just go and say that this one over here. So let's try to close this one over here. Okay, so we don't need to okay, so here we need to close this one over here, and I guess we are good to go with. So that should be inside of this particular, this one should be inside over here, so don't get mixed up over here. And once we are done that one, so let's try to reload, and here we are good to go. So no value passed, and then the no value over here. So that's cool. And you can also do the same thing that we are doing over here using this particular push over here, right? And just pass it over here. Okay, so that is not over here. We need to pass that one from inside over here. And now if I go and use the push, we get the same thing over here as well. So both of the navigation and push supports the parameter over here. So let's see what we have done till now. So using the navigate and then the push, we can pass the parameter, right? So we can pass the parameter, and also we can set the default or the initial parameters in our screen using the initial params, right? And also what we can do is we can pass back the value from the of the second screen to the first screen, right? So this is the second, this is the third screen, and then we can use the navigation that navigate, and then we can pass that value back to the another screen over here, right? Passing back the value over here, and we can get that particular value here in our screen as well. And also we saw how we can use the props as a route over here, route props over here, and then how we can get the prompts from the route as well. And also we saw how we can deconstruct that particular prompts over here using a pure JavaScript over here. And I guess that's all for this. And make sure to go and read the documentation. In the documentation you'll find a lot more information, and make sure to go and practice it. So let's meet up in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Yeah, hello there and welcome back, and let us continue with our lesson over here. And the next step, let us try to go and see how we can add a bottom tab navigation over here. So currently or previously we saw how we can navigate from one screen to the another screen using a stack navigation, but let us try to see how we can add a bottom tab navigation over here. So for that, what we need to do is we need to install one of the component that will be of the npm insta install over here, and that will be of the react that naviga navigation, right, slash the bottom bottom, that's the tabs tabs over here, tabs tabs over here. And let's try to install this particular package over here, and let's wait for it to complete over here. Once it is getting installed, what we'll do is we'll go to our screen over here, and let's create the new folder, and let's call this one as a dashboard dashboard over here. And inside this dashboard we'll add some of the new screen over here. So just have a new file over here, and let's call this one as dashboard screen.d sorry, I thought it's a Flutter, so it should be of a JSX over here. And we'll add the one more over here. So let's create the new file that will be of the account account screen, right, account screen.d JSX file. And let us also add the one more file that will be of, let's say, a product screen.d dot sorry, not the dot again, it should be of the JSX over here. So I got a bit confused over there, Flutter and then the React Native over here. So let's go and create our component over here. Const this is of the product screen over here, and we will just go and return a simple component of a view and just add an inline style, and then we have the simple text which is of the product screen. And here we need to import our the view and the text from the React Native, and the next step will be of the export this one as the default product screen. And I guess that should be fine from here. And what we will do is we'll just copy this one and paste it over here. So we'll just rename this one to be of the dashboard screen, and we just have to export from here and dashboard screen over here. And we'll just copy this one as well, and let's move to the account, and we have the account screen over here. So account screen, and let's also copy this and paste it over here. Sorry, it should be of the this one. So let's just copy this and paste it over here, and this will be of the account screen as well. So we got all of this three screen that we have. We will use it as a bottom tab over here. So now what we will do is we'll go to our let's go and create the one new folder over here, not inside this particular dashboard, outside of this particular dashboard over here. So let's create a new folder over here and call this one as the component components. And inside this particular components, I'm going to add a new folder that will be of the navigator navigation over here. Inside this, let's go and create the new file. So let's say a bottom bottom, and that will be, sorry, it will be of the bottom bottom tab navigator bottom tab navigation dot the, let's see, sorry, not the dot, JSX file over here. So bottom tab navigation component components. Let's add the navigation component over here. And what we'll do is we'll just go and first of all just go and create the component. So const over here, so bott bottom tab navi navigation, right? So navigation navigation component over here, and we'll just go and export this one from here, and that will be of the default bottom tab navigation. And we'll go on to the top over here. We need to import let's go and import our bottom create the bottom tab navigation from the React navigation bottom desktop. So that is what package we have previously installed. So if you can go to our package, that should have been installed over here. So I guess we installed that in the wrong place over here. That if you go over here, we have installed in the whole this particular package over here. So that should not be the case. We need to install that in our this particular package. So just copy this one, and I'll open up the new terminal over here, integrated terminal over here. I need to install it over here. So I can remove this particular folder from here. That is not required over there. So let's try to see what we have. So we don't require this particular file here as well. And sorry for the wrong implementation. It should not be there. We should install inside this particular package. So this is our project folder. So we should install it over here. So now inside this, we should be able to see that particular bottom tab over here. So that's over here, and we got that one. And once we have that, we can import this particular create bottom tab navigation. And now we'll just go over here, and let's go and create a const of the, let's say, a tab over here. And I'll just say create bottom tab navigator over here. So using this particular tab, what we can do is we can create our tabs. So let's go over here and let's create our component. That will be okay. So we need to return this one first of all. So I'll return from here, and we'll return from here the tab, right? So we have tab dot. We can create the navigator tab dot the navigator from here. So let's go and close that one, and also let's just close it over here. So inside this tab dot the navigator, what we can do is let's go down over here, and we will just go add the tab dot the screen. And in the tab dot the screen, what we want to add is we have a 3 tab over here, and one each of the, if you go to the screen, we require the this one, the dashboard screen, and then the product screen, and then the account screen. So this one will be of the dashboard screen, right? So I'll just give a same here name as the dashboard over here. So let's see a dashboard, and then we have the product screen. So product product screen that we have, and this will be of the product, the route name, right? And then we have the account account screen, and this will route name will be of the account account over here. So we have created our components that returns the tab, right? So bottom tab. And now what we'll do is we'll go back to our app.js file over here, and we have the app navigation over here. Later we'll move that one to the navigation, but for now let's just keep it over there. And next is we have this particular navigation container, and inside this particular navigation container we will just go and let's just go and comment this one for now. And what we need is we require our bottom tab, bottom bottom tab navigation component, right? Navigation component. This is the component that we need to import over here, and make sure that you add that one inside of the navigation container over here. And we have some error. Let's go and see what is the error over here. So bottom tab create button is not a function. Okay, so I guess we got some create bottom tab navigator. I guess that is what we are looking over here, that create. Okay, so I guess the spelling error here over here. So that should be of the we need we imported the wrong one. So create bottom bottom tab navigator. So this should be the one that we require. So let's just paste it over here, and we got that one over here. And now you can see that we got the dashboard, product, and then we have the account over here. So we got similarly here the but currently you can see that we don't have any icon over here. We also need to define the icon for this particular screen. So I guess in the Android it's getting hang over there. So what we'll do is let's try to go and reload this particular application, and let's try to navigate over here. Okay, so now we can navigate over here in the Android as well as on the iOS we can. So what we need to do is we need to change the icon over here. And next, let's just go and try to add the icon. So icon, we will just make use of this particular tab navigator screen option, and here we'll just go and set up the screen option that we have over here. And within the screen option, let's try to just arrange this one properly over here. And inside the screen option, we will get some prompts. So let's make use of the route. So we got the route from here, and here let's go and make use of the tab bar icon option. And in the tab bar icon we got the focused, color, and then the size over here. So now using this focused option, this is a boolean. What we'll do is this is a boolean, so we can check whether you are focused on here or not, right? So once we focus, we want to change some icon. So let's say we will make use of the icon. So I guess the icon name over here, and if we'll check for if the route name over here. So if we have the route, right? So route dot the name. If the route name is of the dashboard over here, we'll go and set we'll set the focused, right? So if the icon name is of the dashboard, then we are going to change this particular icon name to be if it is a focus, then we are going to set this particular icon, and if not, we are going to set this particular icon over here. And here we have the else condition. If the route name is of the product, we will go and set the check whether if it is focus or not. If it is a focus, we are going to load this particular icon, otherwise we'll go and load this one. So similarly, in the route name is of the account, we are going to check whether we are focused. If it is of a focus, we are going to set this particular icon, or else we'll go and set this particular icon over here. And then finally what we'll do is once that is done, we'll go and return from here the icon from here. So let's go and return the icon, and we don't have this particular icon over here. So what we need to do is we need to import that particular icon over here. So I guess we'll go from in the top over here. So let's go on to the top over here, and let's import our icon over here. So I guess not the element, so we'll just go and say we'll record the icon from here. Let's icon, and from we will React Native vector icon dot the icons over here, ion icons, I guess. So I guess I'll just rename this one as ion icons, and that may be a bit better name, so we can know that this is of the ion icons over here. And let's go and return that one from here, and we got that one over here, and we didn't got that particular, so I guess there is a error. It's because there is no icon found for that one. So what we'll do is we'll try to check the icon over here. I'll open one URL over here. So this is the URL from where we can check that particular icon, and this is of this link, right? And I think I'll attach this particular link in the course description, so you can go and check that one. So from here you can get all of the icon that is supported on the expo, right? Or you can also go and read the documentation on the expo. There is also a link for this one. Let's go and see what we are currently using is the ion icons, right? So we will go and check that one, because you can import a lot of the other font. Awesome icon is this one. And let's try to scroll it. Let's just make it a screen a bit smaller, and I guess let's just scroll over here, and this is the one. So we are looking on the ion icons. We have imported that one over here, right? So we need to make use of that one. So let's go on to the top over here, and we will just go and search for the DASHBOR, the dashboard over here. And we don't have that on the ion icons. Let's go and take a look. So that is not, we can't find that particular icon on the ion icons. If I go and search for the home, HOME, home over here, and we need to find that particular icon on this particular ion icons. So I guess we'll make use of the home dash the outline. So this is the one that we will be making use. And if that is of the focused, we'll say the home that the outline. If not, we'll just make use of the home icon. So if it's not focused, then we'll make use of this home icon. And we in the product, so let's try to see if we can get some product, something like a list. So product is the list, so we'll make use of the let's go in here, not this one. So we need ion icons, that is what we have imported. So the list outline we will make use from here. So let's go and say if this is the one, we'll make use of the list outline. Otherwise we'll make use of the, let's just go and say the list that the, or let's just make use of the list from here. If it is not focused, we'll just say this is of the list. Finally we have the account. So let's search for the ACCOUNT account over here, and that is of the material icon. We don't have that on the ion icons. So let's search for the PEOPLE, people over here, and we have that on the ion icons. So for that we'll make use of people outline from here, and let's go and replace this one from here, and the another one is we'll just make use of the people from here. Just copy this and paste it over here. And now let's try to reload our application, and let's go back to our device over here. So now you can see we got that particular dashboard, product, and then the account. Similarly, we should get that one on the Android as well. So it's working perfectly fine. So we have the 3 button tab over here, and that is what we have implemented over here. And you can go and check the documentation, and there are a lot of the other properties that you can make use. For now we are good with this. So I think you got the idea how you can implement the button tab navigation. And that's all for this lesson, and we will meet up in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Let us continue with our lesson over here, and the next step, let us go and learn how we can add the drawer over here. So we currently have the button tab over here, as well as we have implemented the stack navigator. And next is, let us add a drawer over here. So for that, what we need to do is let's open up the console over here, and we need to run a few command over here. So npm, right? Sorry, not the npx, npm, and one will be of insta install the add the resc react, right? That's the navigator navigate di1 navigation slash the drawer drawer over here. And I can just not, this is not correct, so npm, right? So make sure that that one is correct, and I'll just copy this one and I will paste it to the readme.d file over here. So you can also take it from here. So I have added it over here. So next will be of the npm, right? So npm the install react native drawer, so you can just take the command from there. And next command after that will be of this one. So we need to install the react native gesture handler and then the react native reanimated. So let's just copy this one from here. Let's copy this one, and also let's paste it over here. So we need this particular package as well. And finally what we need to do is we need to run this one, or we need to import this particular package. So let's go on to the top of our file. So we need the app.js, and at the top we need to add this particular import over here, and it should be top of the all of your import. It should not be below over here, it should be on the top of the all of the imports over here. So once you have done that, once we have installed this particular tool, then we are good to go. Next we also need to see how we can configure this particular the installation of our the reanimated. So let's go to this particular documentation and let's see how we can install that one, or how we can configure that one. And once I open the documentation, you will see that the React Native reanimated is a powerful animation library by the software machine. So the React Native reanimated is a library for the animation over here. So what we will do over here, so what we'll do is installation, we will go to the installation package over here. We have already installed over here. So if you go over here, we have already installed the native React Native reanimated package over here. And once we are done with that one, we are in the expo, right? So what we need to do is we need to add this particular file over here, or we need to add this particular configuration of the plugin over here. So let's go back to our this is on the babel.theconfig.js. so where we have this one over here, and what we will do, we'll just add it below of this one and just remove this dot from here, and we should be good to go. So has been last, so it should be at the last. So if you have any other plugin, it should be on the top, not the below. So once we are done with that one, we are good to go. So what we'll do is we'll just terminate our the React Native the project, and then we'll restart with this one. So let's go back over here, and what I will do is I'll just try to terminate this, and I'll open a new terminal over here, and I'll restart that with -c. So this will clear the cache for our configuration, right? So let's try to rerun or start the command with the I will start with the iOS first. So let's try to run over here, and once we are done with that, let's go back to our screen over here, and we'll create the new folder over here, and let's call this one as a drawer drawer over here, drawer drawer over here, and let's add the new file over here. So one will be of, let's say, the about us, right? So let's say about us, the JSX file over here, and let's add the new one over here, and that will be of the contact us. So this will be contact us, that the JSX file over here. And once we have that, let's go and create the component for this one. So we added that one to the dashboard. It should not be in the dashboard. So contact us should be here, so we need to move that one, as well as the another one which we just created is the about us. So let's just move that one to the drawer over here, then we are good to go. So once we have this about us, so let's go and create the const of the abou to about us page over here, and let us just return a simple view and the text over here, and we'll import our required package over here. That will be of the view and the text from the React Native. And what we need to do is we need to export this particular file, right? So default the about us, we are good to go. So let's just copy this one from here, and we'll go to the contact us page, and here we'll just go and change that one to the contact contact us page over here, and that will be of the contact us page over here. So this will be of the contact, so contact us screen over here. So we have a two separate screen for this particular drawer, and now we are good to go. So we have exported that, and once we have this, let's go to our component over here, and let's go and create a new file that will be of the draw navigator navigation component .jsx file over here. And first we will go and import the required package. So that will be of the, we require the create the drawer, right? So we need to create drawer navigator from the this particular package, React Navigator / the drawer over here. So let's remove this one from here. Once we import that particular package, what we can do now is const of the drawer over here, which is of equals to the create the drawer navigator, and we are good to go. So once we have this particular the option, once we call this, we are good to go over here. Next, what we can do is we can return a component. So let's go and create the const of the, and I guess we have the spelling mistake over here. What we need to do is we need to just go and set this one as the drawer over here, drawer navigation component, and we also need to export this particular component, right? So let's export this particular component, and inside this just go and return return our component, and we'll return from here the navigator, and let's just go and close this one from here. And once we have this, what we can do is inside this we need to add the drawer, right? Drawer dot the screen over here. So let's add the screen over here, and currently we have this screen that will be of the about us and then the contact us. So let's say this is abou to about us, and we need to import the abou to about us over here. And let's also have the another screen. Currently we have two screens that will be of the contact us over here, and let's import the contact us over here. So now we have the two screen imported over here, and let's go over here. What we will do is we'll just go and add the screen options over here. And in the screen option, what we'll do is if you go and take a look what we have done over here. So what we need is we need the icon of for this all of our screen as well over here, right? So let us just copy this particular screen option from here, and I guess we should just copy this one, and instead of rewriting everything, let's just copy and paste it over here. It should be of not of the tab bar icon. We should use the drawer icon over here. So let's just go and set this one will be of the drawer icon over here. And once we have that, we need to change the route name, right? So if the route name each of equals to what we have over here, each of the about us over here, let's go over here, and then we also have the contact us over here. So we just have a 2 over here, and just go and remove this one, and we can just go and search some icon, or let's just try to reload and let's try to see if it is working over here. And now I'll go back to my app.js, And instead of calling this one from here, let's just, and what I'll do is I'll just go and add our drawer drawer navigation. So right, drawer drawer, and then the navigation component that we just created, let's import that one over here. And now we have some errors. So okay, so we doesn't have this particular icon. So what we need to do is we will just go on to the top from here. So let's just close all of this from here, and we'll go to the, let's import this particular icon from here. So just copy this icon and we'll import that one over here. So let's just import that one, and now you see we got the drawer over here, and we got the about us and then the contact us over here. And now what we'll do is we'll just go and change this particular icon over here. Let us replace this one over here. Let's just replace with the material icon. So we have the material community icons over here. So let's replace this one with this particular icon over here, and I'll just replace these iron icons with the material community icon over here. And here we will replace let's say this one each of the contact us, and let's say this one each of the email over here. Email, I guess we'll just make use of the email, that should be fine. And here if it is a focus, we'll just say email. Let's say that that's the alert alert or something over here, and over here we'll just change it to the email over here. So we got that one over here. So from here, let's make use of this particular icon, which is of the location history, and let's copy this one and let's just paste it over here if it is a focus. And if it is not focus, then we'll just change it to the location on. Just copy this one, and we'll just go back over here and we'll just change that one. Okay, so it's not here, sorry for that. It should be over here, right? So let's just paste it over here, location on, and then the location history that we'll copy from here, and let's paste it over here. So we'll just add that to over here, and let's try to reload our application. So let's try to reload our application, and I guess okay, so we can't find that particular location history icon, and that should it's coming from the material icons, and I guess we are on the material icons over here, right? So that's it, of the material community icons. So okay, so we are on the material community icons over here, so it doesn't have that over here. So for that, we will just change it to the material icons over here. So let's go back, and we can easily change that one, whatever icon we want. So we'll just change it from here, and let's try to look it from here. So now we got that one over here, and now we are on this particular contact us. Okay, so in the contact us, it doesn't have that particular email. So let's just search for that one to be of the email as well over here. And we are on the material icons over here, right? So we have the email over here. So we have that. So let's just copy that one as the email. Let's just make use of this one. So let's try to see why it is not working. So let's just try to see, and email alert is not there. So we don't have the email alert, we have the email. So let's try to see. Now it is working, and if I go over here and if I take a look, it should be of a different icon. So that's cool. Now it's working completely fine, and now we have implemented a drawer. And you can just go and read the documentation over here, and it has a lot of the more other options. You can take the example from here and try to learn it from there. So that's all for this lesson, and we will meet up in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Let us continue with our lesson over here, and the next step, let us go and see how we can create the top tabs over here. So previously we saw how we can make use of the navigation drawer over here, but now let us go and see how we can create the top tabs over here. So for that, let's go to our terminal over here, command prompt. So we need to install this particular component first of all, or let's install this package, React Navigation, and then the material top tabs, and then the React Native tab view. So we need to install this one over here. Let's go and run this particular command, And once that is installing, what we'll do is we'll go to our screens and let's create the new folder over here, and I'll just call this one as the top, right? So we will just go top tabs, top tabs over here, and inside this particular top tabs, what we will go and create the new file, and let us make this one as the, let's say chat.djsx file over here. And okay, so once that installation is done, what we'll do is we need to install the one more package that will be of this one. So let's just copy that and also install it over here. And once that is done, we should be good to go. Now what we can do is we'll go back to our top tabs again and create the one more tab over here that will be of let's say chat, and one we have the call.djsx, and then we will have one more that will be of the, let's say groups groups, or the group.djsx over here. And let's go and have the, let's create the component over here. So that will be of the const and then the call call over here, and let's create the component return from here. Let's just return a simple component over here that will be of the view, and let's just go and close this particular view over here, and let's go and export this one from here. Let us export the default call over here, or we'll just, okay, so let's make this one call com, or let's just make call screen screen over here. I guess that will be a better name. All right, so let's just go and call screen over here, and also let's just go and rename this one to be of the call screen from here as well. So from here we are just going to return one let's go and return one text from here, and that text, so we'll just go and say this is of the call screen over here, and I guess that should be fine. And we'll just go and import this particular package from here. We require a view and a text view from the React Native, and we'll just copy this one from here. Let's go to the chat screen over here, and we'll just call this one as a chat screen, and we'll export this one from here, and let's make this as a chat screen over here. And this one also will rename this one to be of the screen over here. That will be of the chat screen. And finally we have this particular the group screen. Let's just go and paste it over here, and this will be of the group screen, and we need to export this one from here. And once we have that, let's just rename group screen, and let's also rename this one to be of the group screen as well. And once we have that, we will go to our navigation, and let's create the new file that will be of the top tab, right? So we have the top tab navig navigation component over here, navigation component.djsx file over here, and compone, I guess that spelling is correct. And let's go and create the our top tab top tab navigation component, right? And from here let's just go and export this particular component that will be of the default top tab navigation component. And let's go into the top over here, and we need to import the create material top tab navigator from the material top tabs over here. So once we have this particular, what we can do now is let's go and say the const of the top tab over here, which is of equals to the create the material top tab navigator. And once we have that, from here we can return our component that will be of the top tab dot the navigator, and let's just close it over here. And now we can add the screen over here that will be of the top no, top top tab dot the screen. So we need to add this screen over here, and screen name will be of the chat, and that will be of the CHAT chat screen over here. We have the two more, and that will be of the chat, and then we have the CLL call over here, and this will be of the CLL call screen, and then we have the call screen, and then the GROUP group over here, that will be of the GROUP group screen that we have. So once we have this particular component, we are good to go. So let's go to the app.js over here, and from here now let's just comment out this one from here. And what we need to do is we need to add our top tab navigation component over here. This is a component over here, so I guess that's not correct over here. It should be a top tab component NT over here, so I made a mistake over there, and that should be of the component itself. So let's just go and replace this one over here as well, and we are good to go. So now you can see we have top tabs over here, but currently that it is moved out of that screen, so we need to go and fix that particular screen over here. So let's go to the top tab navigator over here, and we will add some of the option over here. So first of all, just go and make the screen option over here. So screen option, and we need to first of all show the let's just go and show some icon over here, right? And I guess we can copy this particular screen option from here. So I guess we can just copy this one from here. So let's just copy this screen option from here, and we'll move that one to our copy and paste it over here. So screen option, and that will be of the top bar icon, and we just need to rename this one over here. So if this is of the chat, and then we have the one each of the call over here, and then we have one each of the group, right? So let's just rename this one, and we need the icon over here. So for that icon, we need to go and import the React Native Victor icon, ion icons over from here. Just copy this one, and let's go and import it over here, and I guess we should be good to go now. I guess we can't see that it is moved top over here. You can see there is a icon, but we can't see that one. And in the screen option, what we'll do over here is tab bar style. I guess we have the tab bar style over here, and let us try to add this particular style over here. So let me just go and comment out this one over here, and let's add the comma over here. And what we'll do is we need to import so let's just go and add the top margin over here. I guess top margin should be there. I guess it should be of the margin top over here. So let's just add the margin top over here, and let's just add a 30 for now. Or if you don't want this to be hard coded, what you can do is we can also import some package from the expo over here. Import the const ants constants, right? So it should be constants constants from the expo constants over here. And using this constants, what we can do is we can get the status bar height constants dot the status bar height. So let's just grab that one from here, and now it will match perfectly on our iOS device over here. And now you can see that we got this particular nice looking top tab over here, and the icon is also changing. And what we will do over here, you can also adjust the size over here, but you can just go and adjust the size of that particular icon over here. and let's just say of the 48 over here. It's too big, right? So we'll just say after 24, and that should look better over here. And once we have that, what we'll do is we'll just go and change this. Is currently on the uppercase. We will try to add this one to be of the let's just go and say the tab bar. I guess it's with tab bar label style. I guess that should be the one that we are looking for. And here I will just go and set the text transform over here, and I'll just set to the capitalize over here. And let's just go and add the comma over here, and that should be good. So if you want to check more configuration, you can just go and see you have the capitalized, lowercase, none, and then the uppercase. So let's just make this one as a capitalized, so the first letter will be capitalized over here. And now we have the nice looking the material top tab over here. And I guess that's all for this lesson. And in this lesson we saw how we can add the top tab over here. Let's meet up in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Let us continue with our lesson over here, and now let us see how we can combine all of our navigation. So we have the top tab navigation, stack navigation, drawer, and then the bottom tab. So what we will do over here is we will combine all of this and we will nest it together. So we can have the bottom tab navigation, we can have the drawer, we can have the top tab navigation, stack navigation. So let us try to nest all of those and combine it together. So for that, what we'll do is let's go back to our project over here, and let us comment out this one from here first of all. And what we will do is we will uncomment, or we'll make use of this particular navigation first of all. So let us not this one, so make use of the drawer over here. So let's try to make use of the drawer over here, drawer navigation, and let's try to see once we have that, we got that particular drawer navigation over here. And once we have the drawer navigation, we'll try to add the bottom navigation over here. So let's go to the let's try to see how we can add this particular bottom navigation over here. So we have this particular drawer over here, and in the drawer, so let's go and see that we have the two screen, one is of the about and another one is of the contact us screen over here. So let us add one more screen over here, and we will import our, let's import our stack navigation component over here. So that will be of the stack stack navigation component, right? And we have the stack navigation component. I guess what we have renamed that one. So let's go back, and so that will be a stack navigation component over here. So we need to import that one over here. So let's just go and say the stack navigation component over here. So we'll import that one, and it will be of the, let's say if you go to the stack navigation, so we have the home screen at the first. So we'll just make this one as a name as the home for now. And now we got that particular home screen over here. So we got the drawer, and we also have the home screen over here, and we got the stack navigation over here. We can go to profile. Now we can go back to the home over here, and that should be fine. So let's just go and rename this one with the something route with the stack stack over here, right? So now we got removed that particular error, because previously we had the two name of the home, that's why it got conflict over here. And once we have our stack navigation, the next is we want to add the bottom tab over here. So let's add our bottom tab navigation. So let's go back to the bottom tab navigation over here, and what we will we have the dashboard screen, product screen, and then the account screen. So let's go back to our stack navigation over here, and we need to add one more route over here, and that will be of the bottom bottom tab navigation component over here, bottom tab navigation component. this is the one that we need, and this one will be of the, so we have some error over here. The navigation cannot contain a multiple screen component. And let's, okay, so this is a name of the home and home. We will just say this is of the, if I go to the bottom tab navigation component, so I'll just say this is of the BOTT bottom tab for now. And now we can have this particular bottom tab as well. So we have the product screen, account screen, and also the dashboard screen over here. So in the dashboard screen, so if I go to the let's go to the bottom tab, we have the dashboard screen over here, and I guess we need to add the top one with the home screen, because our home screen is missing over here, so we need to fix that one. So but currently we have the bottom tab, we have the drawer, and we need that particular component which is of this particular stack navigation, right? So we have the home screen over there, and also we need to add the top tab over here as well, right? So let's go back to our bottom tab over here, and we'll add the one more screen over here that will be of the, let's say, of a home, and we need to import the home screen over here. So let's just import our home screen over here. So now we got the home screen as well over here, and we have all of our stack navigation over here. So we can go back, we have this particular home, this is of the dashboard, and this is of the product, and this is of the account screen. So in the home screen we need to fix the our icon over here. So if I go to this particular route, right, so in the bottom tab we have this particular, so we need to add one more condition over here, and let's go and add that over here. So if this is of the home route, we will also set this particular as the home over here, and then else if the route name is dashboard, then we are good to go with that. Or else, so let's just comment out this particular dashboard from here, and now we got this, right? So we have the home, we have the product, and we have the account over here. So all of the bottom tab we have over here, and we also have the stack navigation, right? And that's working fine. And also we have this particular the navigation or the drawer navigation. From here we can go to the about us, right? And from the about us we cannot go back from here, and we need to go to, so this is a stack over here. So let's go and check what we have done in the drawer over here. So this is of the stack, so we'll go just say this is of the home for now. And now let's try to see that. So if I go over here, I can just go and add the one more condition. Let's go and, okay, we can just copy that from the bottom tab, right? So I'll just copy it from here, and I'll just go back to my drawer over here, and we need to check that particular condition. So else if over here, and we also got that particular home over here, and we got the, okay, so we don't have that particular icon over here. So once it is selected, so let's just go and say this is of the home as well over here. And if I go about us, and if I go to the home, right, so now it is working fine. From here we also can navigate, and from here we can go to product, right, and we have the about screen over here, and account screen over here. Next is we have the multiple tab on the top over here, so we need to remove this particular header from here, right? So we need to remove that particular header, and also we need to add the top tab over here. So if you go, we have the top tab over here, and let's go over here in this particular screen, and here instead of this particular home screen, I think we can import the top tab components, the op top tab navigation component, and we can see now we have that particular top tab navigation component over here, right? So this is what we have over here, And let's go to the top tab navigation component over here. This is what we have currently, and here we will just add the home over here, and this will be of the home screen as well. Let's add that one over here, and now we got that home screen as well. So we have the stack navigation in our home screen. And what we need to do is we need to add that particular icon over there, right? So let's just go back to our bottom tab over here, and we'll copy this particular icon from here, and we'll go back to the top tab navigation, and let's try to add it over here. And I guess that should be the one that we are looking for. So I need to make this one as a if condition, and this is of the else if over here. And now we got all of those over here, and now if I go, that should be fine. So now I can remove this particular margin from here, so it doesn't have that particular margin. And now I need to remove this, all of those over here. So we will remove this one from the bottom tab from here. So let's try to remove it from the bottom tab, and we have the option here. So let's go on the screen option, and then the show header shown over here, and we'll set this one to be of the false. And now we can see that one is removed from here, right? So the bottom tab navigation, one of these is removed. And let's go to the stack over here, and in the stack we also need to add that screen option, and we need to remove that. So let us add the screen option over here. That will be of the screen option that we have over here, and I'll just set the header zone to be false over here. And now you can see that we got the simple header, right? So we got the one header. We have removed it from the bottom tab, and we have removed it from the this particular screen, which is stack, and we have that on the header over here. We want to keep that one over here, right? So now we got that one header, and then we have this particular top tab navigation, right? And then we have the drawer, and also we have this stack navigation. So all of them are working together. So now we have the stack navigation setup over here, where we can use the bottom navigation, stack navigation, top tab navigation, as well as the drawer over here. So I guess you got the point, how we can stack, how we can keep a nested navigation, and how we can merge all of these the navigation that we have set up previously, bottom tab, drawer, stack, and then the top tab navigation together in one single app. So it may be a bit complex if you are just coming from the Flutter. You may think that is more cumbersome, or it's more troublesome to implement all of this, but this is how we do it on the React Native and using the React navigation over here. So try to play around and go and read the documentation about this, and you should be good to go over here. So that's all for this lesson, and we will meet up in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Let us try to fix the error that we are currently getting. So we got a warning over here. Found a screen with the same name nested inside the another one. So it's based on the home. So I guess we have a lot of the home name over here. So we need to have a different screen name, or we need to have a unique screen name. So let's go to the bottom tab over here, and currently we have the home over here, and let's try to change this one to the let's make this one as since this is a top tab over here, and we'll change that one to be of the top tab over here, tab, and we'll just change this one to be if the route name each of these one. So we'll just go and change this one to be of the top tab over here as well. And let us try to reload our application over here. So we still have one more, and that is, we found a screen with the same name nested over here, and let's close all of this. So we got still there, and this can be of the home. So we still have a lot of the home over here, and we need to fix that one. So let's go to the drawer over here, and let's change this one to be of the stack navigation, and let's change this one, the name of this one as well over here. And now I guess that should be fine. Let's just try to reload over here, and now we see that that is no more left for us, and we are good to go. So now we have removed that from here and as well as from here, and now in the stack navigation we don't have that, and we have only that on the home screen, and that should be working fine. And the next step, what we need to do is we need to fix the name for this one. So if you can go over here and let's take a look, we also have the stack navigation over here, and here we have the top tab. So for that, let's go to the bottom over here, and we need to change this one over here. So screen options. So what we'll do over here is we'll add options over here, and we'll set this one to be of the title over here, and title we need to set the string, and that will be of the home over here. And let's take a look now. I guess it should be working. So okay, so this is not correct. It should be options options over here. So let's go and set the options, and now you should see the home over here, and now it is working fine. And we need to change this one over here, the stack navigation, so that will be of the I guess it's on the drawer over here. So let us add the options over here, and let's just set the drawer label to be of the home. So we got that particular home, and we also need to change the icon over here for this one. So let's just set the stack navigation, and we got that particular icon, and we need to remove this particular header from here. So let's just go and set the HEAD header title from here, and I guess for the header title we will just give the empty string for now, so it can be removed from there. So now you can see that we got that particular our on the icon, right, as well as the label here, and here also we got the icon and the label, and that should be fine. So I guess it's working both on the Android and the iOS device. We are good to go over here. So I guess that's all over here, and we will meet up in the next one. Till then, have a great day.